Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. They'll run on second down with Cohen. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
A good pickup, 17 yards and a bare first down.
Check.
First down, a run with Cohen. Oh, Cohen lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And an alley to run. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
They'll run on first down. Cohen. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6. Now second and 4. On the draw, this is Cohen. And this time not as successful, as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is third and short.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Point it right. Hey, Haywood. Let's go. Let's start.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
They try the 50-yarder and miss it, and now this offense has it first and 10 at the 40. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. If that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his 17th touchdown now on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Good.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. Dixon, complete. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Throw left side complete. That's Shepard. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Mayfield. Incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right?
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Leonard Floyd in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
Let's go.
To throw, Brissett. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Brissett on first down. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. 20! And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into first down and then some. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Quick throw here caught by Gabriel. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. On 3rd down, Brissett. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Herb Smith Jr., his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and run for it. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
We're all still valiantly searching for the so-called book, right, that tells us what to do in every situation. Everyone kind of knows what it says, but it's never really been written down anywhere. He violated every code on that one, didn't he? Deciding to go for it right there.
Oh, yeah, your side of the field, this stage of the game, you're supposed to punt the football. He said, who cares? I'm going to light the book on fire.
Yeah, analytics, everyone else, be warned, he's coming for you.
First down at the 36-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Mayfield off the play fake. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
Let's get off the field. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Go.
Play fake. Mayfield under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Brissett. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Brissett. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed if there's contact coming from both sides, No flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Mayfield on play action. Completes it to Dixon. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Break 180!
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Mayfield on first down. Throwing right, and that's complete. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Not something you want to see in week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Kill. Hey, turn it up. Kill.
Hey, watch it.
Hurry. Hey, check 24.
And again, it's Mayfield. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Able to find Shaheen here. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Going to the air again with Mayfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try to add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
What we got?
Brissett now. Looking deep for Gabriel. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And now it's 3rd down.
Switch.
On play action, Brissett lets it fly for Thielen. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Here we go.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Brissett. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
58 for Mike, 58. 58.
Again, it's Brissett going deep for Diggs. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here on Christmas Day as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On second down now, it's Cook. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves him needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Foreseeing completion on 1st down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack there by Roquan Smith.
They need a stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
Their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run with Cook. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
They'll run for it with Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now 21-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Give the tackle there to Keon Crossan. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Mayfield looks to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 42. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 28-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Now this throw caught left side. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. On 1st down, it's Cohen. Escapes the defender. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. Give him 42 yards on the ground. And a guy that can change the game, shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
It just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath. Will they break a big one on us at any point during the game? It just happened right there.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Another example of just a dominant performance by this defense.
Yeah, you hear all the time about teams that try to steal signals from the other side and try and learn their signs and their tendencies. It's almost like they get the answers to the exam the night before and were well prepared for this final.
Now Mayfield lost the football, and he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Torrey Cohen, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears cut into that lead. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They built up that lead at intermission, and they're just continuing to pour it on right now, aren't they?
Locked into a really good groove right now. I don't know if it's just the play calling. I know the execution is really, really sharp right now, and all the playmakers are doing exactly what you expect. They're making plays, and right now, defense has no answer and no chance of catching up.
Yeah, they're just looking to turn anywhere for a stop defensively.
Watch twist. No.
Again, it's Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, 67 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ball game. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Telvin Smith that time there to make the play. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Regular.
They go play action. Mayfield. He sets to fire deep. And he can't hang on. He had a good shot there for his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Mayfield. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Shepard. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Mayfield now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Alexander on the tackle. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 39-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
180.
54 Mike. It's a party now. It's a party.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Shepard. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 44-yard line. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it,
and my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
But Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. 23 yards the pickup there. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Brissett. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brissett. Man open left side. It's his running back with it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They try again with Cohen. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Bears' 19-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
It's our time. Go. Motion.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back. The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's Brissett. And he's able to find Diggs. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
From back at the 3 now. This is 3rd and goal. And they take a knee.
The set on the keeper. A loss of a yard. Brings up 4th down and goal.
Ready? 58. 58 is Mike. Bandit. Bandit.
But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Vikings, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Chicago, it's another loss as they